Hey guys, yeah, I screwed the pooch on this one. It is Wednesday, the 20th, and I don't have a new episode for you. I will by Saturday. I really hope I can get it by Saturday. However, there's a bit of an issue. The issue being that, I got sick. Not anything major. I wasn't, like, deathly ill or anything. But my throat hurt, my nose was congested, and I didn't really feel like doing anything besides sit on the computer and sleep. So I lost 3 days of filming and editing and writing, and like my process is a thing that if on a good week it will take me about 4 days starting from Friday, because I'll write on Thursday and Friday, and I'll film on Saturday, and I will, or film on Sunday or Monday, and I'll edit for the rest of the week until Thursday when the video goes up. I lost a few days, I got really discouraged about it, and today's the only day where I've started to feel energized again. And I promise, I really try to get it out on Saturday, because it's a Doctor Who book, and it's the week of the 50th, and I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. I know you guys probably don't care, the 5 people watching, but whatever. That's not what you're here for. That is not why you clicked on this video. You didn't click on the video to hear me bitch about why I don't have an episode. You clicked on the video to hear me bitch about Sherlock. Actually, I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm going to do my thoughts on Sherlock. And, to be honest, I loved it. I'll give you my bit of a history with Sherlock Holmes. He's the most prolific book character ever. Everybody knows who he is. Everybody's seen one form of him. My first exposure to him in film or TV was from the Robert Downey Jr. movies, which I liked the first one. I never got around to seeing the second one. And my brother really liked Sherlock. My cousin liked Sherlock. Tumblr loves Sherlock. Benedict Cumberbatch is the man. So I caved in a couple of months ago and I watched the first episode. And I didn't want to do individual ones because I like doing stuff as a series. Except for Doctor Who. Those episodes give you a ton to talk about. So, basically, I waited until I watched all 3. Problem is, they are 88 minutes long. And, Jesus freaking Christ. I watched the first one. I didn't get around to watching the second one until maybe 2 weeks ago, and I watched the third one while I was sick, which is why I'm doing this now. Overall, I loved it. Sherlock is pretty amazing. So, I'll start by doing my overview of the episodes. The first episode is A Study in Pink, obviously a play on the classic Holmes story, A Study in Scarlet, at least for the name. And it's where Sherlock and John first meet. Now, Sherlock, from the get-go, you could tell he's pretty friggin' amazing, because he could tell you everything about John Watson the moment he sees him. And that left an impression on me that it was a really good show. And I kind of like how they start you off with Watson, because you get a sense of normality, and then you get a sense of being thrust into the life of Watson. I mean, you see the stuff with Lestrade, but, like, you don't see Sherlock doing a case immediately in. You see John going about his daily life. So I like that. The murder was interesting, and I didn't really think of the twist until they revealed it. That's what I like about Sherlock. They always have that twist that you never thought of. So, I'll give it to Gatiss and Moffat on that one. I'll give it to them. They made something good. I'm gonna go into an overview on the characters first. Sherlock, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, who is a fantastic actor. I actually figured out that if I wanted to be irresistible to women, I'd need Benedict Cumberbatch's voice, Matt Smith's hair, and David Tennant's smile and dress sense. So, you could tell where, my ideas lie. Anyway, Sherlock he's Sherlock Holmes. There's not much more we can say. He's antisocial to an extent, and he's pretty amazing in what he does. Then you got John, obviously, John Watson, Martin Freeman, and fantastic character, and he's like the bearing to normal. You can hold on to him and watch it through his eyes, you know. And I like John. Mrs. Hudson is the funniest character ever. I like Lestrade. I don't get to see a lot of him, though. He seems to not really be there in the 88 minutes. I like Molly Hooper. She's pretty cool. And I like Jim from IT. He seems like a really cool guy. Maybe he's going to become a main cast member. I kid. I know he's Moriarty. So, again, for the first episode, it was pretty awesome. And I really love the ending where Sherlock starts talking to Lestrade and he says something and Lestrade's like, what? And then Sherlock's like, I'm in shock. Look, I have a blanket. So, I liked it. The second episode was The Blind Banker. I believe that was the name of it. Yes. So, in that episode, it features an Asian gang. Okay, I'll bite. I like that episode because it kind of gave you more in depth, where you have Sherlock running around nearly getting murdered, and then you have John coming out and going, I'm Sherlock Holmes, and I'm fucking awesome. And then he gets kidnapped because they think he's Sherlock. And then I love how Sherlock is like, oh, you think he's Sherlock? He's not as cool as I am. And, you know, second episode, I can't really go into that much depth because it's 88 minutes long, and I don't have time to sit here and talk about 88 minutes of footage, but it was a good episode. Again, the twist is amazing. Again, giving it to Moffat and Gatiss. Mycroft. I think he's my favorite portrayal of Mycroft out of all the portrayals I've seen. So, I do like him. And then that brings us to the third episode that I can't remember the name of. I apologize. Future Me, Cut It Here. The Great Game. And it was a good episode. I liked the introduction of Moriarty. They handled it perfectly. I really liked how John storms out when he finds out the place got blown up. He rushes back for Sherlock. That shows that he's a good friend, and there may or may not be sexual tension between them. But I'm not going to dive into that territory just yet. And it was a good episode, and it was really heart-wrenching because I get into a mode. I did this with Bones, where at one point I got into a mode where I started to see the characters as real people, like they probably had a family. And it's kind of tough to see that. But, you know, whatever. And it was a pretty good episode. The ending was, oh my god. Even when I was sick, and probably not in the right mind, because when I get sick, I start spouting gibberish out, well, more so than usual. And I was like, no, not John. And I did like that little joke John made when Sherlock ripped the bomb vest off him, like, if people knew you ripped off my clothes, they'd start talking. Which was funny. And yeah, that's kind of, and the ending was like, dun dun. So, you know, I liked it, and I'm sorry I'm not going in depth. It's just, the episode has so much going on, and I just want to give my kind of initial thoughts. So, I like it, it's a good show. I'll get around to Season 2, probably when Season 3 comes out. I'm still watching Sliders, don't worry. I got Season 4, and god damn it, is it bad, but I'll go into that in another video, and you'll probably be getting one of these for the Day of the Doctor, obviously. So, these were my thoughts on Sherlock. God, I love Sherlock. I wish I was Sherlock Holmes, because I want those deductive skills, and I will see you all next time.